out there, all you kickboxers. This is Sarah coming to you from Jenkintown. I love kickboxing. And today, we're gonna learn how to put on our hand wraps. These pesky things can seem very confusing, but I promise you, we're gonna walk you through it so that it's nice and easy. Why do we wear wraps? I'll tell you why. First of all, we wanna support our wrists. Are you pausing me?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Whenever we hit the bag, ideally, we're hitting with a strong, straight, engaged wrist. But things happen, and sometimes that wrist will give. This wrap is there to support that very delicate joint. Second advantage of your wraps, it's going to cover your knuckles. This will give you a little extra padding as you're making contact with that bag. The third and final benefit is you can wash these wraps. So as your hands get a little sweaty, and those gloves get a little funky, at least you've got a layer in between you can put into the wash before putting them back on and hitting the bags. So, let's get started. To start with your wrap, release the beast. Unroll the entire wrap. You'll notice at one end, you have a loop. And we're going to start with this loop going over our thumb. This has a right side and a wrong side. So there's a tag that says this side to your skin. And guess what we're going to do with that, folks? We're going to put it to our skin. So I'm going to start wrapping my right hand first. Don't worry, lefties, we're going to be doing that left hand. They both need to be protected. I start by putting the wrap across the back of my wrist. And I'm going to go around my wrist once and twice. Not pulling very tight. I don't want to pull it snug and cause a loss of circulation to my fingertips, but I also don't want it baggy, so it's heavy enough that just gravity is pulling down on it, and that'll make it snug enough through my wrist. Now after I've gone through my wrist twice, I'm going to go across my palm and back around the back of my knuckles. That looks nice and pretty, but we got to protect each piggy individually. So let's all take a second to look at our nails. During this epidemic, I understand some of our nails aren't so pretty, but that's okay. We're going to come under our thumb and between our pinky and our ring finger. It's okay if the wrap bunches up a little bit there. Now I'm going to take that wrap from under my thumb and go across the back of my wrist. This secures my wrap in place and will keep it from sliding across my fingers. I'm going to come under my thumb and go between the next set of fingers, between the ring finger and middle finger. And I'm going to go back across my wrist again. If you ever forget what you're doing, just wrap your wrist until you figure it out. We're going to do one more set of fingers under our thumb, between our pointer finger and ring finger, and one more time across our wrist. Now it looks a little bit messy to me, so let's smooth it out. We're going to go across our palm and across the back of our knuckles to smooth out all those wraps we just did. Now your thumb's probably feeling a little left out, so let's take care of that. We're going to come under our thumb, over our thumb, and around our thumb. So I've just made a breast cancer ribbon around my thumb. With the remainder of the wrap, you're just going to keep wrapping through your wrist, overlapping a little bit each time until you get to the end where we're going to Velcro. At this time, I can just get my finger into that wrap. That means it's snug enough, it will give me support, but it's not so tight that it's going to cut circulation off of my fingers. Let's do the left hand. Release the beast. Loop goes over your thumb, across the back of your wrist with that tag against your skin. We're going to wrap once, twice around your wrist. We're going to come across our palm and the back of our knuckles. And now let's take care of those fingers. Under your thumb, between your pinky and your ring finger. Under your thumb to go across the back of your wrist. Next set of fingers under your thumb in between the ring and middle finger. Under your thumb and across your wrist. One last set. Between the pointer and the middle finger it goes. One more time around the wrist. Now we're going to smooth out that mess. Across your palm. Across your knuckles. To make it smooth. And let's protect that thumb. Under, over, and around. I'm going to take the rest of that wrap and roll it on down until I run out. Now my hands are wrapped, ready to put on those gloves, and I'm ready to get to it.